I got some new like foundation, and I don't know whether it's working for me, but they sent me one. It was one of those where you do an online quiz.
Oh, where you try to figure out your like
Whether
complexion and shit.
a warm or a cool or a summer or winter or whatever it is. And they sent me one, and it just made me look really, really orangey, like really yellow. And then they sent me another one, and I don't know whether it's very good yet.
Booth, instead of telling her, them what her actual colors are, she was like, I feel like I am.
I feel
as opposed
like
to what I
should
am.
Be a winter, all right?
Yeah. her synesthesia kicked in and was like, I feel like I am this color, this shade.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. It was they were like, what color are your veins through your skin? Are they green or are they purple?
What? My veins?
Yeah, your veins.
I don't like thinking
question.
about my veins.
Oh, I had a blood test this morning. I didn't like thinking about that when I was there.
Oh yeah.
See.
But
I
she
hate
did really.
thinking about the blood in there.
I don't like thinking that I've got a skeleton inside of me.
Your skeleton's wet.
I was thinking last night when I couldn't fall asleep, I was like, okay,
Done.
does your organs inside your body, they're not like attached to anything, right? They're just in there kind of like floating.
Oh,
How do you,
stop.
it's so awful, G. It's so
Oh,
awful.
the way, yeah, that really
And
that
I was
went
like,
through me.
what if you just fucked up somehow and your kidney was like, bye, I'm going into your leg now. Like, I'm not tied down, I can go where I want.
You know what's even fucking cooler though, Boba?
What?
They have a memory. Okay? So in surgeries, once they've finished messing around with you in there, they just kind of dump it all back in. And
that's what
rearranges
I've heard.
itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just kind of fall back into where they are.
That's a
Like,
good
there
point.
is some connective tissue. Like
Pregnant women who get their fucking organs squished together because of like the baby.
Well,
Ooh.
I've seen when they do a cesarean and they're like, yeah, we just shove everything back in and it just kind of goes where it's supposed to.
put a little
You
bow
have a
on it.
medical degree and you just put it back wherever and then it just does the rest for you?
Surgery is easy.
Yeah, right?
Just
But
dump
that-
it back
ugh.
in.
Because it's just like, I was like, well, I guess it can't move past your muscles and stuff, but then your muscles are attached to your skin. But then are your muscles like, does your bones attach to them? I hate it too, G-Star. I hate it.
They're kind of attached to everything. Your skin's not going to fall off, usually.
You want to know the thing that I hate the most, G-Star?
Go
That your
on.
blood moves through your body and it's just moving, and I hate it.
Stop making me think of this.
I know, I hate it so much.
Like,
It grosses
when
me
you
out.
verbalize it, it like
I know.
it makes my skin crawl. It's awful.
I know. That's why I hate getting my blood drawn, because I'm like, that's so fucking gross that you just took that out of me. Like, are you
Yeah.
okay? Like, why'd you
Yeah.
take that out?
I
and you
get
just got
scared
it in a
because-
cup?
I feel like it's going to create like a negative space. You know, like when you
Oh, yeah.
when you have a syringe and you like pull it against your skin and it's like there's a vacuum.
Yeah.
I'm worried. I'm just gonna. There's gonna be space. Everything's gonna fall out.
Oh, is it like if you had like, what's the best way to put this? I guess if you had like a bunch of Legos and you just disconnected a Lego in the middle and then there's just like a gap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where's that gap go?
People with like one kidney.
Mm-hmm.
How does something not like fall in its place when you got a missing kidney?
Do they have to put like a little fake one in there? Like sometimes they get, when people have a testicle removed, they put a little fake one in there so that you have two still.
Even better, when people have kidney transplants, they don't take the broken kidney out. They just leave it. So
Do
there's
they?
people that have had like multiple kidney transplants and just have like 6 kidneys in there.
Do they have to like disconnect it or something?
No, they just kind of tack it on there. They just like wire it
That
up.
is amazing.
It's-
I want to
it's
get
so fucking cool.
There's a surgery where they, instead of like tying your fallopian tubes, they just remove some of them so that you can't get pregnant anymore.
Yeah.
And they do like 3 small incisions, one on each hip and then one in your belly button, and then they just snip some of the stuff out there and it's totally fine.
And then your eggs go into your body and they just float around and they could come out your nose.
My eggs.
So weird.
My
another thing.
I don't
My
like
That's
eggs.
another thing.
Give me back
Or
my
just little
egg.
caviar toast.
Yeah.
Walking caviar toast.
My caviar.
Even nice.
Human
Is it even-
caviar is the
It
new
looks-
delicacy.
It looks gross, bro. Caviar looks genuinely grim.
Well, there's like the caviar, which I guess would be roe, which is on sushi, which is really good. But like the bigger ones, those I don't really like, and I think it's probably would be the consistency, and it's also supposed to be like, it's mega salty, isn't it? That like super fancy caviar.
We could spit that in your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll just
Ooh.
get trapped in there. I'm wondering if
Eggs
I
in
have
my
a contact that's just gone. Because I remember one time I went to put my contacts in, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I put my contact in my right eye, but I couldn't see. So I was like, okay, I guess I've just lost it somewhere. So I don't know if it's just in there somewhere still. Because that
Was that-
happens too.
There was that woman that had like 27 in her eyes.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
She had
just
27
contacts.
contacts just shoved in the back of her eyes because she wasn't taking them out right. I know. Also horrible.
Picture that, right? But with those like Listerine
Strips.
strips that you put on your tongue as like a road freshener.
Do
Yeah.
they make those? Are they
I
still a
don't know.
thing? I remember those. That's unlocked a memory. Those were
They
like
were
kind
cool,
of
huh?
big. Yeah, back in like the early 2000s, I think.
Yeah.
The thing that
Those were a
reminded me
thing.
of those recently was a clip from that whatever that show was where it was like Ozzy Osbourne and his family.
The
And so
Osbournes.
Sharon
The
gets some and
Osbournes,
she's
yeah.
like, put this on your tongue. And he's like, I don't want it. And she's like, it's candy. And he puts it on and he gets really mad at her and he's trying to scrape it off. And he's like, I hate it. Why did you trick me? And it's so funny. 'Cause
That
he's trying to
show.
scrape this strip off of his
She said
tongue.
it's acid. Take it. He'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
Is spacey.
That's why I didn't like it. 'Cause it's
I like his
candy.
rant about his burrito too. Where he's like, I want a burrito. Does anyone else want one? And no one else wants one. I think he
Oh,
gets mad.
that's sad.
Poor
What a
Ozzy
guy.
Osbourne.
What a
Epic
guy.
That
asked
fucking
about-
guy.
He's cool. Epic asked
He-
about my kidney gravel. I don't know. I don't know
Oh
about it.
yeah.
I don't know about it. That's what the blood test was for, and I have to get an ultrasound. But I was on hold with the hospital for half an hour, and I was like, well, fourth in the queue, and then it played music, and it was like, you're third in the queue, you are second in the queue, you are third in the queue, you are fourth in the queue,
No.
and I was like,
What?
I'm out.
Those
was like,
people in front of you were like,
Just
wait, I
wait.
still have another question.
Yeah. Excuse me. What is X-ray? What does the X stand for? Is it exhibit?
Can you spell X-ray for me? It's X as in X-ray. Okay, well that's not helping.
I can't spell the first letter. Is it E? A?